Hello everyone. Today I'm here with Uncle Geldgeil. Say hello.
Sup, folks?
And today we're going to make a tier list video of crime spree perk decks. And I hope you enjoy it. So we're starting with Crew Chief. Crew Chief isn't really good for crime spree since it only gives you boosts for you and your teammates, and the boost doesn't really help much even with damage reduction and more health and more armor. You'll still be one shot anyways, so but maybe because it has armor, only because of that, not like Stoic, I would put it on C, maybe.
Yeah, there's nothing really much I could add here, because it only gives you like more health, more armor, and basically just damage reduction for each hostage you have. And as we all know, health doesn't matter on Crime Spree because it comes to like a million damage anyway. Uh, it's pretty much pointless. What the entire practic what it does basically.
Yeah.
So it used you can't tank one bullet because of armor. That's why it's not D. I also would put it on C, to be honest. It's not really viable for crime spree though.
Yeah, I just don't put it on D because it has armor at least. And
Yeah.
I can only put on D Stoic actually, but we'll get into it later. So, Grinder. Grinder, it's also bad, only because it's about health and not armor. So, you regen health instead of armor, and again, health it's not worth in Crime Spree. So, I will also put it on C. I don't really. I can. It's again. I can't really put it on D since it has armor.
Yeah, pretty much the same here. You get health regen for damage you do to each enemy, and that would sound pretty good if like combined with maybe Fire Z4 if that would work. Uh, Sounds good, but again, you can't even tank one bullet with health, so it's pretty much the same as Crew Chief. It's on C for me as well.
Yeah. Okay, Gambler. Um, Gambler it's the same as Grinder. I don't really need to explain much. Also on C, it's health base, so who cares? Yakuza. This is actually interesting. Um, with Yakuza you get more speed, and actually speed on Crime Spree is not that bad. It actually helps you sometimes, so you can run faster, obviously, and you can run to cover faster, and you also have armor. So I maybe would put it here on B, since you also get like a second bonus that is speed.
Yakuza.
Yeah.
Uh, it sure is pretty decent. You get more ammo recovery for the lower your health is, starting at 50%. Same for a speed boost, you also get a speed boost. It's pretty useful, I guess. It's definitely better than Cruise Shift or Grinder or Gambler. So because of that, I would put it on B only.
Maniac. Um, Also a really interesting perk deck, since you have damage absorb. How do you actually say it?
Absorption. Absorption.
Yeah.
Fucking
Okay.
stupid.
Yeah. You guys get it. Um, and also that damage thing isn't really much, and it doesn't act like armor. If you have like one damage of that, um, you will also lose armor, so it doesn't really help. So I would also put it on C because it only has one bonus, the armor.
Uh, yeah, you only get these Hydra stacks. But I don't really see a reason for them in the first place at all at high crime spree. I just would have put on C. I don't really know what else to add, to be honest.
Okay, so now Anarchist, the best perk deck for crime spree. It's armor based. You have a lot of armor regen. You have armor gating. It's really good since you can have 3 ways to get armor. Um, I can put it on S really easily, without any doubt. And you also have that 2 seconds of invincibility. It really helps a lot.
So Anarchist, the best product for high crime spree, because combined with this suit, you get really fast armor regen, and you can also improve that with Bullseye Basic. You get armor back for each headshot you do. That also works, of course, with fire weapons. They don't do headshot damage, so some people think you don't get Bullseye in the first place, but that's a lie. You still get the Bullseye activated. It's just you don't get any extra damage, but that doesn't matter anyway in crime spree. So combine it with like fire shotguns or flamethrower, Bullseye sure works. And this kind of armor regen is incredibly good. As you can see in my videos or movies videos as well, you can see how much uh, damage or shots you basically can tag with it. The only issue I have with Anarchist are snipers, because you kind of rely on dodge to not die against them, and that's really all you can do about them. And well, you still have the 2 seconds though. They're pretty useful if used correctly. And pretty much because of the armor gating, for me it's an S tier, no doubt.
Yeah. If you really want to survive a sniper bullet, just pray for dodge, and that's it. So, biker. Biker, it's also not the best for crime spree since you need to kill to get armor and health. It could be good if you would just need to damage.
So biker, I put it on C because it does give you armor regen, but only for killing enemies. And as we all know, enemies have billions of health on high crime spree, and you can't really kill them. You can kill them with flamethrowers, but it takes up to several seconds, and biker just overall is not viable because of that. So it's a C.
Yeah,
It's pretty much the same as all the other perks, to be honest. So, I mean, all the other ones in C, it's pretty much useless.
you're not going to kill people just to get armor.
No.
Kingpin. Uh, Also pretty useless since every cop it's a green dozer. Even with syringe you will get one shot. It's also C. Don't really have much to say about it. Sicario. This one it's pretty decent on crime spree with flashbangs or smoke. Both are playable since you have dodge, but with the smoke it's better. Inside the smoke, you have higher dodge chance, and if you dodge a bullet, your armor is fully recovered. So I would probably put it on A, since you have dodge and armor regen. It's really nice.
Sicario. If you watched my character tier list to high crime spree, I put it on D for some fucking reason. Nowadays, I'm looking at Sicario a whole different way, and I would almost say it's probably the second or third best perk tag for high crime spree, because it allows you to do objectives pretty easily with the smoke. Like, I only use the smoke for objectives, and I also can buy more to throw gauge boost to get a second smoke. So the 60-second cooldown isn't that much of a pain. And yeah, that's pretty much about it. There's really nothing more to add. It's the best perk. I would almost really say the best perk for objectives. But when it comes to just casually surviving in crime spree, Anarchist is still better.
Okay, now Stoic. Uh, the best perk deck in the game and also the worst one. For crime spree, Stoic is garbage. No armor, anything hits you, you're dead. So the only way that you could make it somewhat viable is adding dodge, but even with dodge, you would die anyways.
So Stoic. Most people think Stoic is viable for crime spree because, well, it's the best perk for a death sentence. I don't know why people think that, but if you combine Stoic with the crucial team AI's team boost, like reinforce and protector, that gives you more health and armor. Stoic converts armor into health, And also, if you have one guy with Crucive in the lobby, you get, I think, around 700 or so health with ICTV on Stoic. That's probably the most health you can get, but even that, you're one shot on high crime spree. You can survive one shot with first aid kit and upper skill, but even there, if you don't press the flask, you die because of all time damage. So Stoic really is the worst one. You can't really hold out even one shot, unlike all the other perks. They're all superior because you can tank one shot. Stoic can't.
Muscle. Also, not a good perk deck for Crime Spree, since it's health based and not armor. It gives you health regeneration, so and also gives you more health. So I would also put it on C, since it's not armor regen.
So Muscle, it gives you more health. It's again pretty damn pointless, so I would put it on C instantly. However, there is this one card that spreads panic among your enemies. That sounds pretty decent, I guess, but you are two-shot kill and try to get in front of enemies trying to activate that card without dying. It's not really gonna work. So I'm gonna put it on C as well.
So Tag Team, also another perk deck that it's pretty useless on Crime Spree, since it's also health based. You just regen your teammates' health. Um, I would also put it on C, uh, since it's health based. But it doesn't really have any good bonus for Crime Spree, like any armor regen or some armor bonus, like more or faster regeneration. So Hacker, also another great perk deck for Crime Spree. You have dodge. You can stun enemies with your pocket ECM. It's perfect for Crime Spree. Also for doing objectives, it's also not bad. If you're the host, there are one difference from ECM and Pocket ECM. The ECM, the normal ECM, the feedback only works as host. It sometimes works as client, but it's just sometimes, like 5% chance to work or even less, because overkill sucks. And the Pocket ECM always works, but it takes some time to cops have the effect. So I would put it on A, since you can stun cops and you also have dodge chance. It's pretty good for Crime Spree.
So Hacker, the extra health you get, and also the health you get for killing enemy while feedback is active is complete useless. But the Pocket DCM is able to stun enemies, and again with more to throw gauge boost, you can increase your Pocket DCMs to 3, I think. That's pretty decent for objectives. And I also would put it on A. I can't really tell if Sicario or Hacker is better. Kind of struggling with these, but they're pretty equal, in my opinion.
I would probably say Sicario is better, since with Hacker the stun effect it's only near cops and not
Yeah, I guess so.
far cops.
Yeah, you also can stun, well, not stun, but you can avoid those pesky sniper shots way easier with
Yeah.
Sicario. That's a huge plus point.
Mm-hmm. Armorer, another good perk deck for Crime Spree, since you have the 2 seconds invincibility time. Uh, it works as a anarchist, but without that many armor gating you have. But it still is viable for Crime Spree. I would also put it on A, but Sicario and Hacker is still better for Crime Spree, in my opinion.
Armor gives you 20% faster armor recovery rate. Uh, it's pretty decent, I guess, and also the 2 seconds. That's quite something. It's definitely useful. but Anarchist is way superior. And I would put it on A. Actually, I don't know. I would put it on B, to be honest. I cannot say Armor is that good as Sicario, by far not.
Actually, I would also put it on B, not A. Since you only have those 2 seconds and you don't really have dodge. I think, yeah, I still think that these two are way better than Armorer, so I actually changed it to B.
Thing is, you can't really get dodge on these perks anyway. Like it's further harder because you need Sneaky Bastard, and Sneaky Bastard relies on your concealment level. And there's this stealth modifier that increases your base detection risk by a certain number. And also, you're kind of limited with the weapons you have on my crime spree. Only a few ones give you a decent concealment level because stuff like flamethrower doesn't. So dodge is kind of useless anyway. At least Sneaky Bastard is. So dodge using your dodge on non-dodge practice is pretty pointless in crime spree.
So, Rogue, another dodge perk deck. I would probably put it on A, since you have some dodge. You definitely have a higher chance dodge with a rogue than Sicario or Hacker, so I would put it on A.
So I don't know really where to put Rogue myself, either A or B. Uh, I would put it on in between these two. Uh, because on Rogue, it has pretty decent dodge. It's overall a pretty decent perk tag, but because you cannot use it for objectives, like you can't really go in the open field without being downed, unlike with Sicario, you just throw a smoke bomb, or Hacker, you use your pocket ECM, and you're fine most of the time. Uh, and because of that, I would put Rogue on B. And while not doing objectives, Sicario or Hacker both are, in my opinion, equally good if you just play somewhat careful. So I think it doesn't really matter. I think Sicario or Hacker is superior. So Rogue is a B for me.
Okay, so there is actually another thing that makes me change my mind and also put it on B. Rogue, there is a card that makes you less targeted, 15% less targeted. So with Rogue, you're going to hurt your teammates. Your teammates are going to be more targeted than you, and you can't really split the damage between you and your teammates. So it's B for sure because of that. I would only maybe set it on A again if your team is full of rogues. But if there is another player that isn't playing with rogue, just don't play with rogue. Um, you're just making worse for your crew. So Hitman, um, pistol based perk deck. Uh, I personally don't know if I would put it on C or B, since you have a 45% faster armor regeneration, and that's actually good for crime spree. But I don't know if that percentage is actually something uh, for crime spree. I really don't know if it's B. I'm more. I probably would put it on B, but C could also be an option. But I would personally put it on B.
It gives you around 45% ammo recovery rate, so that automatically is better than Armora. And on top of that, you have at 1.5 seconds, your armor will be uh, it's gonna regenerate after that time, no matter what. Unlike Armora, that's pretty damn good. But the fact that you don't have a 2 seconds invincibility like Armora does, it's not really an ideal perk tag, I'd say. So it's definitely a B for me as well.
So Crook. Crook is a dodge and armor perk deck, which both of them are perfect for crime spree. The only problem is that it only gives you 10% faster regeneration of armor. It could be much better if it would be more armor regeneration, obviously. But with the dodge chance, I would personally put it on B. But since it's not like armorer or anarchist, you don't have 2 seconds invincibility. I'm in doubt if I would put it on B or C. But since you have faster armor regeneration, I would probably put it on B.
Perk for me as well is definitely a B because you get dodge for armor. The armor itself is pretty damn useless, but the dodge is somewhat decent. And also the armor recovery rate by 10%. It's quite something, but definitely not as near as Hitman, for example, or Rogue. Uh, but it's still a lot better than all the other perks in C. So that's for me, that's a B, definitely a B.
Burglar. A stealth perk deck that doesn't really help anything on Crime Spree. You can't really take any pager on Crime Spree. And we're not talking about stealth perk decks, only loud perk decks. So I don't have any question about it. Just put it on C. There is no bonuses for loud.
So burglar, it makes you answer pages faster, so you can fail faster your stealth heist. Amazing, because you have 0 pages like crime spree. Uh, but overall, it gives you somewhat of a decent armor recovery rate if you're standing still about 20%, uh, and some other recovery rates as well. But it doesn't really matter. The better thing is you have some dodge. It's not much, but it's still something, and that alone is another reason why I put it on B instead of C. Because again, all the other perks in C are all the health based, so that in my eyes that would be kind of unfair having a bit of a dodge perk on C as well. So yeah, it's a B for me.
Psychopath, right?
No, that's
Oh,
infiltrator.
infiltrate. I don't have that perk deck. I don't know what it makes, what it gives you.
It's pretty much sociopath for the poor people.
For wait, so Psychopath, it's the one that requires you a game or something like that?
Yeah, sociopath requires Hotline Miami 2 Special Edition.
Oh, okay. So this one is the one. Okay, never mind. Uh, Infiltrator, right? Yeah. So Infiltrator, a melee perk deck. Um, I'm not even going to say anything about it because you're not killing enemies, neither with melees. So that's definitely a C.
So the infiltrator gives you some damage reduction when you're within medium range of an enemy, and you also regain some health if you strike down an enemy with a melee. Both of these are completely useless for crime spree because cops don't give a fuck about how much health you have and how high your damage reduction is. They always kill you. It doesn't matter. So it's definitely a C as well.
So Sociopath, it's pretty much the same as Infiltrator. It's a melee perk deck, but it gives you armor when you kill someone, and you can't really kill anyone in Crime Spree with melees, so it's C as well.
So it's also a path. It's pretty much the same with infiltrator. You get uh, armor back for killing an enemy. Uh, well, it's pretty pointless. You can't really kill enemies. So, yeah, you also get more armor, but that's also pointless because the cops just uh, shoot your armor down within one shot, regardless how much armor you have. However, there's one thing that Sociopath is somewhat decent at. It gives you a 75% chance to spread panic among enemies. It's pretty decent, I guess, but again, same as Muscle. Try to get that to work in the first place. You can't really, you're down within 2 shots. So it's definitely a C for me as well.
Okay, so the last perk deck, Ex-President, another health-based perk deck. It's pretty useless for Crime Spree, since you just recover health when your armor is recovered. So I would put it on C. I can't really. I can't really find any way that could fit on Crime Spree.
Uh, the only thing ex-president has superior. Uh, superior. It's pretty much the wrong word, I guess. But it gives you 10% more dodge, and that's about it. That's all you really get. The health at armor and the health region you have is completely pointless again. Uh, well, you just get 10% dodge. It's not really useful. It's not really a reason for me to put it in B. It's a C for me as well. This is our perk tier list. Let us know what you think in the comments. Maybe you would rate the perks a bit differently.
Maybe.
I don't know, but this is our list. It's pretty decent, I'd say.
And make sure to check Uncle's channel, the link will be in the description.